So making a passive source of income using the internet is of course one of my favorite ways of making money because I don't really have to do too much, but I'm still able to earn a decent income on a daily basis. Because if I just jump into one of my PayPal accounts, and it's definitely my PayPal account because my name is right here, which is Sam. If I just scroll through slightly, you're going to be able to see all of these different payments that again, I'm earning every single day. Over $4,700 on this day, over $1,900 on this day, and even $5,000 on this day over here. All of these different payments I'm bringing in consistently, and I thought, you know what, let me go through my top 7 passive income streams for you guys in today's video so that you know exactly what you need to do when it comes to earning a source of income even when you're fast asleep. Alright, so jumping straight into my passive income stream number 1, which is by building niche information content websites. Now the way that these websites work is that I like to center the website around a specific niche, and the aim of the game is to get people that are interested in receiving information about that niche to go on the website, and then from there I'm going to be able to monetize those sites in a number of different ways. And to give you an example of one of the sites that I'm running right now, it can be found at successwithbusiness.com. Again, it's a very simple site where all I'm doing is posting these information articles to help people when it comes to making money online. So topics to do with making money on eBay, making money with a blog website, making money with all of these different methods. That's all I'm simply doing is posting information articles. And the reason why this particular way of making money online is passive is because I don't necessarily need to sit here and write all the articles myself. I'm able to outsource it to people that are able to produce better articles than what I would have been able to do. But of course, in terms of all of the different articles that you can see, I'm in control of everything that we release, and I also have to oversee everything, but I don't have to do the majority of the work. But the reason why building websites like this is really good, especially when it comes to earning a passive source of income, is because you're going to be able to do what you need to do in terms of SEO and get the website ranked on the first page of Google, which is the most visited search engine and the most visited website in the entire world. So by building sites just like this, you're giving yourself an opportunity to get thousands and thousands of people going onto your site, where again you're going to be able to monetize from that traffic in so many different ways. Just remember that if you are looking to start this particular side hustle and you also want to be able to profit from it in the best way, you just need to make sure that you center it around a specific niche, because you're going to know exactly what your traffic or what your visitor is interested in, and it's going to make it a little bit better when it comes to you recommending any product or any service to them. But this now brings me on to my second passive income stream, which is starting, growing, scaling email newsletters. Now the reason why I love email newsletters is because the person that's giving you their email address, you're going to be able to have direct communication with that person any time of the day. You're going to be able to send them an email. Now, of course, the number one goal for you, the person that's building up the email list, is to provide as much free value as possible. But if you've made sure to center your email list around a specific niche, once again, you're going to know exactly what products and services that person is going to be interested in, or you're going to be able to recommend products and services that you believe is going to benefit that person. And of course, when it comes to operating an email list, you're not really going to have to pay too much. You may have to pay, let's say $100, $150, depending on the size of your email list every month. And if you wanted to fully automate it by hiring someone else, you're going to be able to do that too. But the potential to earn $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 every month is really, really possible with an email newsletter. And you're going to be able to operate it from anywhere around the world. So that's one of the reasons why I love email newsletters when it comes to earning a passive source of income. At the moment, I'm currently operating a couple different ones in a couple different niches. And not only are you going to be able to earn a monthly source of income when it comes to building up all of these different email lists, but you're also going to be in a position where you could potentially sell that email list in the future for a large lump sum. So I see an email list similar to a house. When you buy a rental property, not only are you going to be able to make money from it every single month from the rental income, but if you wanted to sell that house in the future, you're also going to be able to earn a lump sum of money when you do decide to sell. And this is something that I was inspired by with this email newsletter over here called Morning Brew. It's a very simple newsletter where all they're doing is giving financial daily updates, and the person that started it, he recently sold Morning Brew for over $75 million. So starting an email list in a specific category centered around a specific niche is definitely a great opportunity to earn a passive source of income if you're able to set up various different automations and hire the necessary people. And this now brings me on to the next method of earning a passive source of income that I want to talk about, which is by selling digital products. So I think think it goes without saying how passive selling digital products can be when it comes to earning a source of income online. And at the moment, I'm selling a couple different types of digital products, whether it's PDFs, ebooks, spreadsheets, online courses. I've got a couple different products out there. Now, one thing that you do need to be aware of when it comes to selling a digital product is that you are going to have to put the work in up front when it comes to building it. It could take you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on what type of digital product you want to sell. But after that, the only thing you're going to have to do is maintain it. You're going to have to, of course, update it over time. But when it comes to the fulfillment of all of the orders that you're going to get, you don't have to sit there and send out all of your different digital products to your customers one by one, because everything is going to be automatically done. So this is definitely a great way to earn a passive source of income, because you have to remember, if you compare it to a physical product, the amount of profit that you're going to be able to make is a lot higher, because there's no manufacturing cost or anything like that. You don't have to store the digital products anywhere. You don't have to pay for fulfillment, shipping, import taxes, nothing like that. Now, of course, you are going to have to pay fees when it comes to whatever platform you're going to use, but as long as you build your business in the right way and you price your items correctly, the amount of profit that you're going to make is going to be a lot more than any of the fees that you're going to have to pay. But this now brings me on to the next passive income stream that I'm going to talk about, which is starting and growing YouTube channels. So not only am I working on this YouTube channel that you can see right here, but I'm also working on a couple other ones. And the reason why I love them is because I'm able to connect with like-minded people. I'm sure that the person that I'm talking to right now cares about building online businesses, making money online, and this is something that I'm passionate about. So I'm really grateful for the fact that I get to connect with people that think just like me. But in addition to that, I'm also able to earn a passive source of income for the amount of work that I'm putting in when it comes to earning Google AdSense. The more value that you're able to provide on YouTube in the form of education or entertainment, the more Google is going to show your videos to more people, and the more you're going to be able to earn Google AdSense, which is going to be paid in a passive way. Now, of course, I did have to work on the video in the first place, which obviously takes some time for me to make it, edit it, and put it out there. But if you're someone that loves content creation, you love making videos, and you don't mind the amount of time that you're putting into it, the reason why it's going to be a passive source of income is because you're going to be able to continuously keep getting paid from the videos that you put out. I'm still earning money from videos that I published 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago. And this now brings me on to the next passive income stream that I've managed to build up over the years, which is with index fund investing. And for those of you that don't know exactly how this works, you're essentially going to be investing into the stock market. But instead of you investing into individual companies, you know, companies like PayPal, Microsoft, Apple, Shopify, all of these big companies, you're going to put your money into a group of different companies, also known as an index fund or ETF. And when I first got into investing, I made the mistake of investing into individual companies, and this isn't passive at all, because you need to sit there analyzing the balance sheets and the income statements and all of this stuff to make sure that the company is still performing how it needs to perform. So I used to put a lot of money in a lot of individual companies. For example, Alibaba. I had a certain amount of money in it, but again, because I'm running so many different online businesses, I didn't have the time to look into the data to see that it wasn't doing as well. And as you guys can see over here, over time, the stock price ended up going down and down and down, and to the point where I had to sell. So it was actually Alibaba that made me realize that it makes more sense to put my money in something like an index fund, because I don't have to think about it. Everything is automated. The money that I make from my businesses goes directly into the index fund. And again, I don't have to really think about it too much. All I have to do is sit back, make money when it comes to the accumulation of the index fund price, as well as earning a dividend every quarter. And to show you a quick example of what I'm talking about, I'm going to log into one of my many portfolios on my iPhone over here, and as you can see, I've invested over £24,000 in this particular portfolio, and I've been able to get back a profit of over £2,300, which means that this is the profit that I would make if I decided to sell today, again from this one particular portfolio that I'm showing you. So index fund investing is definitely something I would advise you to look into if you do have a certain amount of money that you want to put to work. And when it comes to the index funds that I would recommend that you focus on, the number one that you should focus on, and it's the only one realistically that you need, is the S&P 500. As you guys can see, ever since the 1980s, it's gone up in a steady way. Now, of course, there's been these dips over here that lasted a couple years, but as long as you didn't panic and you didn't sell and you kept holding on, and again, this isn't financial advice, because I'm not saying that it's always going to go up and up and up, but what I am saying is that it's definitely a safe place to keep your money, specifically when it comes to stock market investing. And there's some other ones that you might want to look into. For example, this one over here, which is VEOS. VRX, which is the ticker symbol. This one is very similar in terms of it going in an upwards direction, as well as VEUR. And one of the final ones that you might want to look into is VHYL. These are the ones that I'm invested into. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on the internet sharing my opinion on what I'm personally doing when it comes to investing my money. But this now brings me on to one of my next passive income streams, which is by leaving my money in high interest savings accounts. So again, if you're someone that has built up money, whether it's through your 9-to-5 job, your online business, whatever it is, and you've got money sitting in a bank account, one of the smartest things that you can do is to look at the amount of interest your current savings account is paying you. Most of the standard savings accounts that most people use only pay around 1% or maybe even less than that. But one of the best things that you can do, and what I personally do, is always look for high interest savings accounts that pay me around 3%, 4%, 5%, because if I'm able to keep my money there, of course my money is still going to be eaten up by inflation, which I believe is around 7% every year or around that. But at the same time, my money's still making something rather than it being completely eaten up by inflation. So this is something that I would recommend that you look into as well, because you don't have to do anything. All you're simply doing is keeping your money in a savings account that's going to pay you every single month. I would probably say that this is one of the most passive ways of making money, because you're not doing anything at all. All you're doing is keeping your money somewhere where they're going to pay you a decent return. But this now brings me on to one of the final passive income streams that I've managed to build up over the years, which is one of my favorite, which is where I promote other people's products and services. Now, the reason why this is one of the best ways for a beginner to start earning a source of income using the internet in a passive way is because you don't really have to do too much. Of course, you do need to make sure that you put your unique affiliate link in front of the right person, but you're not necessarily going to have to deal with fulfilling the orders, dealing with returns, customer service, adding new features to the product. All you're responsible for is placing your affiliate link in the right place so that the right person can see it. And of course, there's an entire process that goes into setting everything up, and I'm not necessarily going to have enough time to go through it all today. I've actually got a free webinar where I break down everything that I've learned when it came to me building up this passive income to the point where I was able to earn over $100,000 in profit. So if you want to watch that free webinar, you're going to be able to do that by clicking the first link in the description down below. And if you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe as well and hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when a new video has been released. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down step by step what you need to know when it comes to earning $100 per day in profit as a complete beginner, you're going to be able to watch that video by clicking the link over there. Make sure you check that out straight after this one, because it's already helped out so many people and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.